From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good evening. Hope you had a nice day so far. The last day for the next few days that we didn't see widespread triple digits. At least through tonight though, we're going to be back down through the upper 60s, maybe near 70 through the valley. Rest of us, upper 40s, lower 50s, very consistent out here all the way through eastern mountains in Plumas County, which you might see some upper 50s out there, but most of us are very consistent in that range there with some fog along the coast as usual. Very typical June story out there, right, for tonight and into the early hours of tomorrow morning. All right, so let's take a look at the big picture because I do think there's some interesting trends coming up here as we head into the second and third weeks of June. Looks like we're going to be about average for precipitation, but there is a cooling trend coming, right? So if you're tired of these triple digits, when I say cooling, don't expect cold, but we do look to get a little bit cooler here as we approach the first day of summer here. We're talking around June 20th, June 21st, June 22nd with that system that's coming in from the northwest. So there's a little bit of relief coming in the extended term if you can just wait a little bit. Of course, it's going to be a minute because the trend is not your friend if you don't like the heat, but I know a lot of us do. Some of us don't. Definitely one of those topics as you get into the warmer season. I mean, check it out here in Trinity County through Weaverville. You see that? We're going to be right there near triple digits here from, I would say, starting tomorrow all the way through Wednesday and Thursday or so, with pretty much dry conditions lasting until you start seeing signs of that cool down towards the end of the week and into next weekend there. Humboldt County along the coast, pretty consistent, right? We're going to be staying there steadily in the mid to upper 60s in some spots, but most of us, I would say, about mid 60s or so. A little further inland, though, you're going to be in the lower 90s, right? Orleans from Hoopa down to Willow Creek, you're going to be steady in the upper 80s and lower 90s. Winds generally out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles an hour out here, gusts to 15. Siskiyou County, very similar story. Check it out at Happy Camp. Well, if you don't like the 90s, you're not necessarily a happy camper because it's going to be pretty toasty out there for tomorrow. Mount Shasta City, very similar story with those lower 90s, holding steady through about Thursday and Friday. Then we start seeing signs of that cool down. Modoc County, we're going to be in the mid-80s here for today. Winds out of the north, 5 to 10 miles an hour. 90s holding steady through Thursday or so. So it's going to be the first and middle half this week for all of us. That's going to be the hottest. Eastern Mountains, Plumas County, from Shingletown all the way to Doyle by the state line. We're holding steady in those upper 80s and lower 90s. Probably out here in Susanville, for example, might see some near triple-digit heat. We're talking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Give it 1 to 2 degrees of wiggle room, and we could easily see a 99 or 100 out there. But all of us, as I mentioned this afternoon, will see those triple digits in the valley. We're talking all the way from Lakehead down to Biggs, down to Chico, right? We're talking all of us seeing that heat, getting the taste of these 100s, 103, 104, 105, right? So it's definitely June in the North State. And like I said, north parts of the valley, you're getting in on it too, right? We're going to stay steady there for, I would say, the next 3 or 4 days. You might get back to the mid to upper 90s, but that cooling trend's not going to be quite as obvious as we head towards the end of the week and into next weekend. Thanks for joining me for this forecast update. Mike will have you updated for the rest of this week, and of course, I'll see you guys next weekend.